Hello everyone, welcome back. So we're doing some more Spyro. I did start off doing Ripto's Rage, and then it was like, I think the end of 2023 we did this. So I'm going back to it. I've been meaning to go back to this for a while, but just not got back to it as quickly as I would want. I've just got to remember where we were up to now. I don't know why, but the audio sounded like it was not working there. I hope it is. It might just be me. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Spyro. It's a good thing you're here. If you can help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'd be mighty grateful.
Oh, I think I remember this one. Right, so... here we go. I'm trying to remember all of the enemies and stuff around here, because I know we just have to go for it in some instances. Oh, yep, penguin. It was the penguins and the guys with the electric rods. I just can't remember how many hits they took. There we go. But yeah, hopefully this should be fine. Let's just, yeah, checking OBS. We're good. Oh god. They just kind of ran off. Oh, and I saw that then. I saw that one. It's getting stuck on geometry. What's going on there? Oh, whoa. Okay, so I shouldn't step on that for obvious reasons. We just, oh, I need the other power up there. I think what I might do is get the gems in a bit, because I think I can go back. Oh, so I need to double that? Okay. Come on. There we go. Oh god. Oh, I see. It's 2 hits for the penguin. Oh, whoa. There we go. 2 hits for the penguin, and then the stun rod guys are literally like 1. Oh, come on now. Oh, whoa. I was gonna say I have the ability to go underwater, right? But I do. Oh, I remember this at the very end. This is the one where the turtle's going into like the soup or something. Hey, Classic! How are you doing today? I've been doing alright. You know, basically doing a lot of like animating and stuff, and then this is like a little bit of a break where I get to just enjoy a bit more gameplay.
Hello, young one. There's a chef up at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our turtles.
Oh no. Well, I don't have to climb, so I can't do that one, but I can get rid of all the enemies, get the turtles to the end, and then go and get all the gems and stuff, because we need that. But yeah, I hope the audio is okay as well, Classic, because like, I know this mic's been a little bit crunchy sometimes. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please, take the...
There we go. We got the talisman. And then the portal opens up, if I remember rightly. Hey, Goof. Time for more Spyro. Indeed. So we can go back now and get some of these gems, so we're not, like, walking away from a level with nothing. But yeah, as I was saying, gonna be doing a bit more Spyro. I want to do Katamari again, but that stream got interrupted by a few things. And then I'm just gonna be doing some other stuff, including Gundam Breaker eventually again. I wanted to actually do Gundam Breaker today, but there was a load of other things that happened. And I also Also, want to do Resi 4 for VR. That's another one that I want to take a shot at, but with that one, I was feeling a little bit tired today, so I was like, you know what, I just want to chill, so I'll go on Spyro instead of immersing myself in VR again for the time being. Especially because I'm already doing Half-Life, so I was like, I need more VR shooters in my life because I like them. And then next minute it's like, so anyway, I think I should just give it a bit of a break. Audio's cool. Thank you very much. But yeah, I hope everyone's been doing okay. Just been like chilling, checking out other people's streams, looking after the baby, looking after Jen. And then just, you know, trying to get my animation stuff done. Oh, that requires the super flame, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna jump down here. But yeah, Spyro is always a nice casual game to go back to. I've said that since the one of the first Spyro streams, which is basically how I enjoyed going back and playing Spyro 1 over and over and over again. And even though, yeah, this isn't Spyro 1, it's still fun. I feel like the other two games are still fun. Just, the first one has that, like, weird, sort of, like, magical feeling to it, which I really like. And then the others are a little bit more grounded in where the worlds are and everything. The in a shared area rather than just kind of this weird space that's, like, always floating in midair, like the first game. But I still like the second and third games, just not as much as the first one. It'll be a blast once Breaker 4 releases. Ooh. Gundam Breaker I meant to do, but I've been busy with the family. It's like, with Breaker, I still want to try and complete New Gundam Breaker, you know, like the achievements on it, but the problem is, like, I recently did an uninstall of a bunch of games on my system so I could get a little bit more memory just for the sake of it. It's like I don't need it because I've got tons of storage, but I just went through this OCD moment of being like, you know what, I could use some extra memory just because I'm not using these games. So I went through and uninstalled like 5 or 6 games. And one of them was New Gundam Breaker. But it's like I want to try completing that, and I want to play more Breaker 3, because if you haven't noticed, the algorithm is kind of pushing Breaker content at the moment. So, it was either this today or Gundam Breaker, and I was like, you know what, I'll chill out and I'll do this. So maybe, you know, maybe like tomorrow. Oh no, wait, tomorrow's EDF for me. Like, with, use Super Flame, okay. Right, what I'm thinking is maybe like later on tomorrow, do a bit of not EDF, Gundam Breaker, a bit like this. Oh, there we go. Bam, there we go, Super Flame. Oh, I forgot it only lasted a certain amount of time. But yeah, super excited, even though I don't sound like it. Super excited for Breaker 4. I'm just... It's one of those things where I'm a little bit sort of cautious because of how games have been, you know. Oh, come on now. But yeah, it's like, if you ask me what I'm excited for this year, primarily I think it's Breaker 4. And then I can't remember anything else on my list that I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely could use that or whatever. Okay. Can't remember when there's any boxes at the beginning that require Super Flame. I guess I'll have a look. Oh, oh, am I? Yeah, I'm stuck under the platform though. Don't think there was any up here, but we'll see. I get being cautious about it, but I doubt it'll have many issues that AAA games have. True. So here's one thing, right? like that I'm concerned about, and that's day one and what platform to get it on. Because I mentioned, like, I wouldn't mind getting it on PC, but the thing is, it's like, I definitely think PC will have day zero patches, or will have day zero problems. So I'm like, I think the safest option is probably console, you know. And if it is, then I might get it for PS4 instead of PS5, I don't know. It's just, it's that whole thing, it's like, if I get it on PS5, I'm going to be fighting Jem for the PS5 all the time, and I don't want that, you know, so, because then she'll never get to use it. So it's like, plus I don't like the PS5. So it's like, do I get it on PS4? Do I get it on PC? You know, what do I do? So it's crazy. Plus again, the whole thing about day zero problems. Oh, there's the last one. I knew it was in this area, I just couldn't remember. Oh. This is another reason why I like casual games like this, because it's so fun to just have a nice conversation while playing the game. Currently I'm getting it on PC and on Switch too. Oh, nice. Like, honestly, I can see it having day zero problems, or rather day zero patches or day one patches. It's just, on PC, I think there'll be issues, I'm just not sure which. The thing is, I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what, unless you're in for like the modding scene, or you definitely have people on PC that will play with you, it's like, do you really need it for PC? You know, that's why I'm kind of like, eh. I guess you could say I'm just totally undecided on which platform to get it on for the moment. There's orbs, well, not orbs, gems over there, but I can't get them yet because I need the climb ability, which I don't have, which we can get off money bags at a later date. And that one we get orbs from for the chef, but we've not got the climb yet, so. These baby turtles, man, they're so cute. I'm wondering why this cutscene does not have audio. It's really weird. I almost feel like it's a problem with the PC version. Because clearly it works here. And I swear it happened in the console version. So maybe it's just the PC one's bugged out a little bit or something. Right, that was Turtle Beach, I think. Oh no, Sunny Beach, sorry. God, it's been a while since I played this. Welcome to Turtle Club. Yeah, it's been a good while. I think it was like September 2023 I last played this. Because we joked about there being some questionable artwork of the Fawn character. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Do I get anything for the speedways? I can't remember. Or the flying stages, sorry. Because you have to do them in a certain order, and if you don't do them in the right order, well, then you're screwed. Like, these always do me in on Spyro. Ooh. Oh, geez, where the heck am I going? This way? This seems like a really weird route, but I'll take it. Right. Oh my god, I'm wasting so much time chasing them down. Can we just go in reverse? There we go, that's a little bit quicker. One. Oh, no. Okay. And then there's like one more. Oh, there he is. And then for this one, it's literally just the cars, I think? Oh no. No! It's actually slower doing it. Oh no, I'm screwing it up. Can we go backwards? Let's just go backwards and hope for the best. Oh no! This is so bad. No, no. Damn it. I almost had that then. I hit like 3 or 4 things and it just slowed me right down. Oh, that sucked. Okay, let's try this again. One, two. Oh. That one is... Oh, no, you don't go up there. Ah! That's why I messed that up before. Okay. Right, now if we go in reverse... 1, 2, 3, 4... Ooh, 5. Oh, no. 6, 7, 8. That's not too bad. And then we've just got to go... Ah! Right. 1, 2, 3. I know I landed there, but I didn't want to get hit. Oh, come on! No, that's me screwed. I've already messed it up again. Oh, whoa. No, oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that was a speed bit there. Oh, right, now I know I can just go for it. I might actually get those before everything else. Well, not before everything else, but, you know, before one of the other ones. Like, now if I just... Oh. I hope I didn't miss one, though. Hey, and then we can get the boats. That's actually pretty handy. Come on, we're doing alright. Two boats left. This is one of them. We might be wasting a little bit of time here. Oh. Ooh, so close. Right, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll read that in a second. Classic. 5, 6, and then we go up here. 7, 8. There we go. Do you want to quit? Yes, because we've done it, so now we get the gems. I backed my games up on my 8 terabytes. Still not enough. My PS4 and newer games eat up so much space. Wish they'd save like the 360 did. Yeah, like the 360 was pretty good for like storage and stuff. Obviously you'd have to get like bigger hard drives as games got more content or got like texture packs in some cases. Oh, or DLC, but for the most part, the 360 actually was pretty good. Aquaria Towers, which one was that one? Like, a load of these levels I'm not familiar with because of me not playing in such a long time. Oh, I remember this one. We have to put water back in the level, right? It's the guys with the stun sticks again. Yeah.
Funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water. We can't get it back unless someone activates the switches they're guarding.
No problem. And then we'll also get a lot of the enemies and gems while we're here as well. There we go. Some of these gems can only be picked up later on with the swim ability, but we got it at the moment. Okay. Jump back out the water again here. Oh, oh. These kind of remind me of the guys with the stun sticks off Spyro 1. I'm wondering whether they share some animation files on this this trilogy in particular, you know, because it would be pretty easy to do that. Especially because all 3 games were developed side by side, more or less. But yeah, like when it comes down to games at the moment, there's not really too many that I'm excited for. Again, apart from like Breaker 4, I'm actually trying to think of if there was anything else that I was really hyped for that I can remember off the top of my head. EDF 6. EDF 6 I'm hyped for. That's gonna be fun. Apart from that, and the only other one, maybe Astros, but like that's a shared thing between me and Jen, so it's not just me. Okay. Ow! Okay, so I'm like, okay, I need to remember that it's only charge underwater and not fire for obvious reasons. And then we got the submarine, which we'll go through here, but we need to pay money bags for it.
You must be tougher than you look to get here. All the same, you won't be able to get past the metal sharks up ahead. I suppose I could let you borrow my submarine, though. For a modest fee, of course.
100 gems? Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you, Spyro. This submarine is 100% shark-proof. I guarantee it.
At least this shows us where we'll be coming back through when we have the Super Flame, I think. But for the time being, I love the caustics effect on this. It's really nice. Like, it's the subtle things like that that I really appreciate. Okay. Oh. Just trying to make sure I get as many of these gems as I can. So that I'm not missing any. Although there is, I think, yeah, there is a special way of finding them. By just pressing down on the thumbstick with sparks. At least that was a nice way of doing this, because on the PlayStation you obviously couldn't do that. The older version, you know, just the standard version, so it ended up with you spending forever searching around locations.
Wet again. We all want you to have this talisman of Aquaria Towers to remember us by.
Okay, there we go. I love the way the sheep have little little scuba gear things on. It's so cute. And then over here we have the newly acquired shop that we can use, which I think we can use if we go back this way. I'm just trying to remember. Is it down here and then? Ah! No, did I just... Oh, I got munched on. Right, can I just go back here? Because I need to get them, but the problem was that trying to aim with that in just third person like I was doing was a bit awkward. So aiming like that's probably the best way to do it. And then I know there's the other two around here. So with all them gone, I think that's all the threats out the way. And then it's just the case of getting these extra gems back. And now because Aquaria Towers is full of water, we can have a look around at certain locations that we couldn't before. So, for instance, the outside. Let's see. Because the outside has a mini game, if I remember rightly. It's basically a giant underwater facility for all of the seahorses. Pick up all this stuff because I think it's a race via some sort of like submarine in a moment between all of this stuff, and I want to pick up all the gems that I can. I love the way in Spyro 1 we couldn't swim at all, and in Spyro 2 we're very well equipped for swimming to the point where we can seemingly stay underwater infinitely without needing to come up for breath, especially when you look at this environment. So, all I can assume is that between Spyro 1 and 2, Spyro either 1 learned how to swim, or 2, there was just a load of, like, toxic sludge instead that we ended up in. But I don't want to, like, be overthinking it too much. Okay. I'm just checking the rest of the tower areas for any gems that could be floating around. Although it's entirely possible that we'll pass some as we do Hunter's Race over here. There's that, and then there's this one over here.
The water workers have kidnapped 6 of my children and have hidden them in the top of each of these numbered towers. I borrowed some explosives to blast open the tower doors. If you can make it to the top of the 6 numbered towers, my children will be safe.
Okay. So, this is just a swimming challenge? Oh. Go. Where's number 2 here? You'd think they'd be right next to each other, but... How close are they? Or are they... Wait a minute, is it just like scattered throughout the level? Classic says, Japan has a new Gundam game that's only JP that makes me sad. It's an SD game. Ooh, looks like Battle Alliance. Oh, do we know what the game's called? Classic? I'd love to at least search that up on like YouTube or something. I really want to play Battle Alliance again as well, because I still need to do the DLC stuff for it on console, but I need to figure out which console it is that I've got it on, and whether it's physical or not. I think I have it as like a download on the PS4 that we've got. I'm gonna have to grab it. 1, 2, where's the third one? Assuming it's over here, let's just have a look round at these towers. There's one. Trying to find where number 3 is. It's written in Japanese. Oh, okay. It's this one? Trying to find the entrances to these. There's a little bit of a pain. I swear. Oh, we actually have to go inside the level now to get up here. I was looking at him and I'm thinking to myself, I saw the numbers inside the level. I just can't remember where, so going through the level is probably a thing. And, ooh. Ah! And I was right. It's just a case of finding number 5 and number 6, which I think are at the beginning. Like, if I go back here now, backtrack, where was it? This way? And obviously, get that sheep too. No sheep were harmed in the making of this game. There's 6, right? So 5 has to be in the other room that's beyond this one. Can I? Yeah, there we go. 5's around here somewhere, I believe. There it is. And then 6 is at the very end of the level. I love the way it's nice enough to seemingly take away all the threats and everything when you're going down, at least. Although, saying that, these are still here, and I'm wondering whether I actually get anything for destroying them. Oh, just souls. Oh, well, it looks like souls. I saw some gem then. And then this way, and then there's a guy on the ceiling that I didn't notice before. Then we go down here, and then at the end of this room, number 6 was around here. There it is. This is the very last one. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't remember that. This is Japan. Oh, yeah, I've read that. I've read that.
We can swim in peace. I heard that you're collecting orbs.
Please take this one. There's another orb. But yeah, what I'll be trying to do is play catch up with this game when I'm chilling out and get this 100%ed as well, because I've already 100%ed it once on stream on the PlayStation. Hunter! What we doing? Can I?
I've been trying to tame my new pet manta ray, but he just won't obey me. Hey, you're just about the right size to ride on his back. Great! Hop on his back and guide him through each of the bubble rings as they appear. And remember, he's brand new, so try not to get him dented or scratched up.
Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well done. I suppose I owe you something for that. Here, take this orb. I found it in one of my flippers.
Hey.
Now that the manta ray's tamed, I'd love to get him into racing shape. Care to take him through a harder course?
I can try the harder course, because I think I get a another one for that. This will probably take a couple of tries if I mess it up. Ooh. As long as I can keep track of where the seahorse is, it isn't too bad, but There we go.
Incredible! You've got real talent. I could use a partner like you. You can have the orb I found in my other flipper, too.
I love the way he's just sat there with, like, 2 orbs in his flippers. There we go. So now we can head back. I don't know whether we can just hit exit here, or whether we have to go through the portal. I'd rather go through the portal just in case, you know, just to be sure. So... there we go. Oh no, it's an actual robot shark. But yeah, Spyro 2 has a lot of, like, traveling to and from different worlds and backtracking because of the abilities that you pick up, so I've got to make sure I keep track of everything here.
Hi, Spyro. This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans. Once the door is open, Ripto and Crush will be waiting in the dungeon.
Okay, so I've got 1 plus the Speedway. I think there was the other one up there. I'm trying to keep track of all these talismans now. Hurricane, I think I might have done already. I've done Sunny Beach. I've not done Hurricane yet. I need to get the ability to climb there. That one opens and the other one closes. What's up here? Yeah, that was the Speedway. What's through here? I'm not entirely sure. That's just to get to there, seemingly? Unless, do I have to press that and then jump out and go around? Oh, yep. I almost had that. Okay, go up here. Wait till the last moment. Let's try that again. Right, and then oh, I was trying to increase my my chances of getting that with a run, but it didn't work. I'm just gonna have to do a normal one, and then at the top of my jump, glide, and then there we go. Wait, what? I get here and there's nothing? It's gotta be something else then later on, or maybe I've already got it. So let's go to Hurricane? Excuse me. Oh, I'm always sneezing on microphone. Oh, I remember this one. It was the geeky dudes that are trying to power all the things in this area.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields.
Okay.
I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
I love the way he says that, but his glasses have lightning in them. So again, we're just gonna be doing the usual thing. I love looking around as well at like all the environments. Like I like the rainbow there. So nice. remember whether I have to destroy the windmills or not for anything else. I think it might be for another smaller mission. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot that I was going to get attacked by robots. There we go. The gear grinders remind me of like the large Norks off first game. I really do like the hover that we get here. You know, the little hover jump thing at the very end of a jump. It can really save your life when it comes to crossing certain areas or gaps. I don't know how I'm going to get up there at the moment. Let's see. Maybe I have to go around one of the other ways and then do it? Or can I just like... No, I can't. I was going to say, it'd be cool if I could get on top there. Like with a jump there and then get across there and jump to that one. But I think it's going to be a case of jumping across those giant moving things that are on the left. Again, it's been so long since I played this. And especially since I 100%ed it as well. Like the entire trilogy. I'm hoping they actually do the same with Medieval. Because I remember when we 100%ed Medieval on stream, that was really fun. It's like I'd totally get it again if it meant that I could stream and complete it. Oh, got more easy gems to get there. Okay. And that little windmill as well. Again, I don't know whether I'm actually meant to destroy those or not, but... Or whether they're just scenery, you know, like set dressing. Oh, this is one of the hardest areas ever. I remember this.
These gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
Yep, there we go. It's like a... I'm waiting for one to come around so I can just... do this. I swear there's another one that's like running around here at the moment. Maybe not in this like immediate vicinity, but... Oh. Oh, come on now. Oh, no. This guy's just like out to steal everything? Yeah, it's got like a time limit on it, I remember now. You have to do everything like super quick. Ah, it's all a case of going backwards and forwards between all of these guys. I think it's literally just a case of like running around, bringing them out, and then torching them and going back. I could be wrong though. There's another one. Oh, no. I think there's another one around here? Yeah, there. There he is. Running around and making my life a pain. Oh. Okay, there we go. And then I've just got to set up this one. And then go back down. Oh. Come on. Only got one more left, so hopefully after that's done, we are good to go. Hey, Average. I've come to reach you for your car's extended warranty. How you doing, Average? Where does this one go? I can't actually remember. Oh, the... Okay, so that should be everything, right? And then we can just... And then just that one? Oh, there we go. So the only reason it was the hardest thing ever is because you have to wait for the spawns and keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. How much of a nuisance am I? Not very. Like, as long as you're just chilling, you're all good, you know. There we go. I'm loving the environment still. It's really cool. At least now we got that little mini game out of the way. We need 18 to get that ability. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's probably the flame power up. Super flame. And we've got a couple of diodes, of which one goes there. Yeah, I think it is the super flame, because then we need to use it on all these giant windmills and that box. There's another diode. Oh, there's a lot of enemies that way. Let's go this way. I'm chilling. How's it going? So I'm going to be doing an update later on it, but yeah, it's basically going fine. The short version of the update is things are going good. Just working on stuff, trying to streamline it a little bit more. But apart from that, it's all good. Like, if you keep an eye on places like Undernet or whatever, then you'll see the updates on like an almost daily basis. Because I post on Undernet whenever I have progress. So. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! What happened there? Like, for some strange reason, I think I got, like, an achievement or something. And, everything just suddenly minimized. That was weird. what was also weird was I tried starting up the game, and for some strange reason it started up in VR mode, which was weird, because I'm like, dude, I can't play Spyro in VR. It'd be cool if I could. You know, if there was a mod for playing Spyro in VR, I would totally do that. It's like with quite a few games where it's like, yeah, I'd like to play that in VR. Which is why I can't wait to complete Half-Life 2 in VR, because then I can play Alex.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all
And I'm hoping that really will be fun.
We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
Hey, there's another talisman. Love how happy Spyro looks when he completes a level like that. What? Undernet, the VR chat one. Yeah, so if you want constant updates, if you are on the Undernet Discord, like if you've gone to the Undernet, looked up their Discord, and joined that, at the very bottom you'll see I actually have my own section to the Discord just for Immersion Tale updates. So yeah, you can literally just go there, and you'll be able to see updates as I go, keep right up to date, so you'll know on like a daily basis how things are going, more or less. No, it's pretty cool. Oh no, not the actual VR chat itself. Like, if you don't even need to go into VR chat with like a headset on. You can literally use just standard PC mode where you don't actually have the headset on. But yeah, if you go to the Undernet, the Discord for it, then you'll be able to just keep up to date with everything super easy. No, it's the other room, I think. Oh, I'm trying to remember where I'm going. Oh, no. Lex says, keep up the work, legend. Remember I was here. Thank you very much. Thank you. I need to turn right there. Try and search the net just now for the SD Gundam game. Can't find it anywhere, says Classic. Look like a remake of Strikers. True, I can only PC, says Average. Yeah, like, the cool thing about VR chat, especially when I was starting out, because I needed to, like, just experience stuff, or rather I wanted to experience stuff, but I obviously didn't drop money on a headset until, like, much later, is the whole deal with, I need to get that, I really need to get that one, is the whole deal with, like, just being able to play PC mode. It just opened up a lot more stuff for me to access, you know. Hey Ethan, how you doing? Nice to see you again. I'm just slowly completing this level. Oh, no, I need to turn right the moment I get through that door, I think. It's just the turn is so sharp. Oh, there we go. The turn is so sharp, you can only just make that.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
Okay. Glide over to the factory. Okay. Whoop. That's probably where I'm gonna get these last gems and possibly an orb. Whoops, a daisy. Ethan says, okay, just hanging here. This is my first game on PS1. Oh, nice. First game I had on PS1 was Bubsy 3D. Or rather, the first one I bought was Bubsy 3D. We had Tomb Raider 2 and Test Drive 4. And then I got Bubsy 3D as well. And I regretted Bubsy 3D. Tomb Raider 2 was good though. I just couldn't get very far with it because of it being particularly hard.
Spyro, you have so far. You can have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me.
That's funny. Yeah, considering like how notorious Bubsy 3D is. Like, the funny thing is, obviously, if you've been around the channel long enough, this is for just everyone, by the way. This isn't me specifically targeting anyone with this. If you've been around the channel long enough, then you'll have heard me say it before. If you haven't, then I really love platformer games. Like, I've played a lot of things on the channel, but I really love platformer sort of games like this or like Sonic. They're more or less the go-to thing for me. But you'd be kind of confused if you just came onto the channel and looked at everything else, whether it be like the mech stuff or Undertale, and just went, wait a minute, what? But yeah, when I got Bubsy 3D, I was thinking to myself, oh, it's just like Sonic, right? It's a 3D platformer game. It even says on the bag. So, and I hadn't ever been exposed to Bubsy before as a character. So I was just like, oh, it's this weird, quirky character. It's a bobcat? Okay. I don't mind animal characters because I'd already been exposed to a load of them. So I was like, yeah, I'll just get Bubsy 3D, so see what it's like. And yeah, it was not good. it was really, really bad. Like, I ended up not getting very far. I think I beat, like, up to the first boss, and then after I played a little bit more, I couldn't really get too far. It's just, it's a very boring game when you're expecting more out of it like this. You know. And the controls are jank. Like, really jank.
Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can have it if you...
There's another orb. Ta-da! Let's see. Platformer without platforming. Indeed, yeah, it's a weird one. It's like the controls are terrible because the tank controls. The graphics obviously aren't amazing, but it was PS1 at the time. Anything like at the time, anything was awesome. But then obviously after that, it was like Crash came out as well, if I remember rightly, or Crash 1 was already out. It was really close. There'll be some YouTube channels that actually give you info on that and tell you exactly. But I just remember I didn't have Crash 1 at the time, and I didn't even know it existed, I don't think. And yeah, it was just, I just picked up Bubsy because it was the only 3D platformer that I could really see in store. And then next moment I'm like, oh, I regret this a lot. And then I never really played on it. It just stayed in our collection for ages. And then I remember eventually I ended up trading it for, I can't remember what it was. I just ended up getting rid of it for something else at one point because it was that bad. Jank levels, I mean. Yeah, the levels, man. Like, I'll admit, though, it's like, again, it's that whole thing of when you first play Bubsy 3D in that time period, especially if you've not seen anything like Crash or anything, it was really cool and unique because, like, if I remember rightly, this was potentially before the Saturn was out, or it was roughly around about the same time. I'm trying to remember because other games that would have been out roughly near that would have been like, I'm thinking 95, 96 maybe. It's stuff like maybe Knights on the Saturn. And I'm trying to think, maybe Croc as well. Because I know I got Croc after Bubsy. Because Croc came out on the Saturn as well. And I remember, I think I've told this story as well on stream. But there was a place that used to sell like all kinds of electronics. And they did demo kiosks where they had a Saturn, a PlayStation, and a NES, a Super NES setup. And I remember I played Donkey Kong Country on the Super NES. And I remember then playing Croc on, I think it was the Saturn first. And then when they got the PlayStation demo kiosk up, they had, I think it was either Bubsy or it was Croc on there, and then they took away the Saturn eventually because the Saturn wasn't doing too well.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb.
Oh, there we go. Right, let's see what chat says. Average says, hot take, graphics aren't first place. They still matter quite a lot. Graphics don't matter too much if your game is good. Like, if you've got good writing, if you've got a good story or good gameplay, then graphics don't really matter too much. You know, but, but at the same time, sometimes having nice graphics, especially nicer graphics than Bubsy 3D, is a plus. You know. I'm trying to remember where I have to go here. But like, I remember at the time, Bubsy 3D was like, oh wow, this is cool, this is neat, and then like shortly after playing Croc and like Crash and whatever, it was like, oh, Bubsy 3D is really bland. You know, it was an interesting time to be alive. I think I've got all of those here, so it's literally just anything inside here, really. Let's see what chat says. Classic says, oh, thank you very much, Classic. Rock on, Moody. Spyro, always top gun. Hope we can play some Gundam games in EDF sometime. Gotta head out. Thank you very much, Classic. Thank you very much for the super chat. Always nice to see you, by the way. Ethan says, RIP. Graphics second place, in my opinion. I care about the gameplay. I heavily care about gameplay first. Like, gameplay first, then story for me, and then graphics. Primarily just because, like, I like something that's engaging and really catches my attention quickly in terms of, like, gameplay. But if the story just happens to be good as well, then that immediately has me sort of, like, really attached to a game. And then if the graphics just happen to be, you know, good on top of that, well, then that just really seals the deal for me. You know, I'm really picky with games. Like, and I feel like I'm getting pickier as I get older. But I also don't feel like that's a bad thing either because of the way games are being developed and the prices of them. You know, and just what's going on, you know, in terms of, like, the industry and stuff.
Hi, Spyro. This talisman...
It's crazy, and I just realized I need, like, another 3 talismans, but I don't know where to get them from. I feel like I'm allowed to be picky, though, going back to that conversation for a moment. I feel like I'm allowed to be picky with, my games, considering that, you know, it's my money, and if the game isn't good, well, then I'm just not going to buy the game, you know. Nah. Maybe there's something around there now, or maybe there isn't? I just can't remember where to go here, because I need to go up, but I need to get the climbing ability for that, which would require me to find money bags, and then be like, hey, money bags, can I go climb? So maybe we go find money bags and see if we can get the climb ability off him. Let's see. Average says, true, gameplay is first place, story and graphics second, because it's kind of hard to get immersed into a story with crappy graphics. See, the thing is, like, you could argue that Undertale has really crappy graphics, but it has a fantastic story and some actual nice gameplay. So it's like, graphics in that case don't make everything. Like, sure, they help when you get immersed in them, like, some of the best games are the ones where you can get totally immersed in a storyline, but also be like, okay, I feel like I'm there. You know. Oh, Idle Springs. Okay. Because it's always good, like, getting so immersed in a game that you feel like you're actually there. And I feel like sometimes it's really easy if the graphics are really good. But at the same time, part of that is the story having you feel like you have a connection to it. It's kind of crazy. I feel like you can't have one without the other, but it's not like, some games now where they deliberately go like hyper realistic with the graphics and then make everything like visually cluttered. So it's really hard to kind of make out what everything is on screen without it looking like it's just a ton of scenery assets placed in the same location. And like, for instance, I could take Spyro now and say like, this is a good representation of something that looks really good while still remaining kind of cartoony but faithful to the original, but just giving it a tiny bit more detail, like the blades of grass and certain stylistic choices, and then not adding too much scenery, you know. But on the same sort of like note, you can have other games that will be like, okay, we're going to add so much more detail to this that, yeah, it looks kind of impressive, but at the same time, you can't make out certain areas in the level or like key points. And that just ends up being really bad because you're just like, what am I looking at? You know, this is just a mess. So it's funky. I don't like games like that where they take away the key visuals and instead just make them really cluttered. Those are games where I just immediately try and stay away from them. Ethan says, I'm very put off by the modern gaming industry and the people in it now that they're distasteful for me. Yeah, it's like, not everyone in the games industry is bad, obviously, but a large majority are either messed up or have some stuff going on the side that's dubious. And it's like, dude, come on. You know, I thought we were better than this, especially, you know, with like, I keep up to date with things. And I just recently got re-recommended one, for those familiar with the Doom 2016 game. Mick Gordon did the score for it, and then did the score for Doom Eternal. And I didn't get Doom Eternal because I didn't like the look of it compared to 2016. But Mick actually had a story where they basically screwed him over for the music. And I was watching it again primarily because of the whole deal of, I remember it being out at the time, and I was like, yeah, I remember them mentioning, like, Mick had done something dodgy. I don't quite believe that. And then, yeah, the guy that does the video opens it with basically, yeah, the industry's full of scum. And I'm like, yeah, I can vouch for that, you know. The worst part is where you think, oh, the industry's gonna be, you know, pretty decent. It's gaming, how bad could it be? And then you find out that a lot of people in there are not exactly the best. It's like, oh, come on. It kind of ruins a little bit of the experience, you know. Especially if it's like one of your favorite companies as well. It kind of just ruins half the fun. Let's see, that's called standard, says Average. I care about graphics in my games because I'm a perfectionist. I can't live without my games not looking good. I mean, that's fair. I think part of it for me is I've grown up as games have evolved. So, you know, I'm used to everything from, like, basically really, really, really what you would consider probably bad-looking graphics on, like, the C64 up until current day. You know, so it's one of those things where I'm not as bothered about graphics as some people might be. It all depends, I suppose, on what you're looking for in a game, and, you know, like, how focused you are on graphics. Let's see, Undertale has charm, that's a totally different thing. No, it may have charm, but it's still the whole thing of, you'll hear a lot of people say it's dog crappy graphics or whatever, you know, which is kind of an insult to the art team, because those sprites are really nice. Moody, you misunderstood when I said my games. I don't mean what I play, I mean what I develop. Oh, sorry. Totally my bad. It was just the way it was worded. By good graphics, I don't mean this game looks good. I mean this game makes my game generate dopamine. And that's fair. That's fair. Sorry, I totally messed that one up. It's because of how I was reading it. But yeah, like it was mentioned about the industry and, like, some dodgy stuff in it. Like, we obviously have a ton of different stories that have come out over the past like decade or so, of like some really scummy practices, or you know, like different people from the industry just doing really stupid stuff or really dodgy things, and it's just like, seriously, when is this gonna stop? You know, it really puts you off. I think it's why I like indie more than anything now, because indie just has that kind of like old games industry charm to it, you know, where it's like people can make more or less whatever they want, and if people are interested in it, then bam, immediately you've got a sale on your hands, you know. Oh, just trying to see where this is leading. Oh, it's leading over there. Yeah, it makes sense though, says Average. When someone says my games, they mean the games I own, not the games I make.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Oh, I just see the time. It's like 12 already? Jeez. Oh. Reminds me, I keep wanting to actually start a run of Kingdom Hearts properly, but I know that's like a really long game. And the funny thing is, it's like I got the series for reference, but I'm just really excited after replaying like the start of Kingdom Hearts 2 again. I'm like, I really want to play it because I've not really played an RPG on the channel other than Undertale. It's just like, dude, I'm going to play it eventually, but I've got so many other games I want to play on the channel, and it doesn't help with the fact that I've missed out on a couple of them, primarily because of me doing Immersion Tale. Because obviously, with Immersion Tale, it's more or less like I put my head down and I just work. I've been doing a lot of that recently, of just putting my head down and just being like, right, I will work my butt off. So it's only like when I've got like a free hour or two here and there, or when I need a little break from development, where I'm like, yeah, I'll do it a little stream, or maybe I can risk like an hour here. You know, so it's oh, it's a bit crazy. I want to stream them eventually though. It's like I've said, when I finish Immersion Tale, I'm gonna be doing nothing but like game streaming basically. So it's gonna be fun. I can get through all the massive backlog of games I've got then, and then the entire catalog that we've got, which is like over 700 games. Oh. Oh no, I need that one. Ah! I missed it twice. There we go. Let's see. Ethan says, I'm tired of people in the companies treating their employees and customers like crap. Yeah. Then just pulling games out of other people's libraries as well, and the way Sony's been acting. Sony in particular has been like really nasty with that kind of stuff recently, especially like with Helldivers. You know, where they were trying to convince everyone to get PSN, but by forcing everybody to kind of do it. And again, Arrowhead were kind of involved in that as well, because Arrowhead kind of decided, yeah, nah, we'll just waive the requirements for PSN at the beginning to get as many people on board as possible. I don't agree with it. I really don't. And I think I'm really outspoken about that kind of thing, to the point of like being a bit too outspoken about it, but I don't like it when companies seemingly just flex for the sake of it, and it just ends up being really negative on the customer, you know? It's why, like I was saying, I prefer indies, because indies kind of give you that feeling of the old style industry when you were a kid, you know, when none of it was like really too crazy, or you didn't know about any of the scummy stuff, so it was just like, oh, it's just making games for fun, you know? This looks interesting. I think I'll see what it is, and the next minute you find out it's a really cool game or whatever. Are those piranhas in there? I can't tell. All I know is there's a ton of gems in here that I have not got yet, and I've not seen... Oh, this is the fishing area. I remember this. It's like a fishing minigame. I'm gonna make sure I get all the gems in here. Let's see. Average says 12. Damn, I wish it was 12 right now. I wish all the good days were 2 times longer and the bad days are 2 times shorter. The funny thing is, that's another topic that I end up, well, I like talking about on stream, because like we have fun talking about all kinds of stuff, but like food tends to be one that crops up quite a lot that everybody enjoys, because it's a common thing. But one of the more interesting topics that I like is time, and the perspective of time, really, because like, you can ask somebody, like, how's your day been? And they can be like, oh, today went really slow, you know. And it'll probably be because they were either bored or there was just something else going on that they didn't enjoy. But then you can ask somebody else on the exact same day and they'll be like, oh, today went really fast for me. It's like, what were you doing? It's like, well, I was doing this, I was getting kept active, you know. And it's really fascinating for me because they say time is relative for everybody, right? But that kind of, for me at least, almost kind of counteracts that argument, you know. Or counteracts that statement by being like, well, time might be relative for everybody, apparently, but no, there are some people that experience it from their own perspective, either slower or faster. It's, really crazy, you know.
And the giant idleheads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble...
Okay, turn them all yellow. There we go.
Oh, Spyro, you did it! I mean, I knew you could do...
Meet me at the pond for the next challenge, okay? Bam. Right, where's the next challenge? Oh, there he is.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish.
Okay. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. That was easy.
Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
Okay, let's see what people are saying. Ethan says, that's why I'm not involved in modern gaming scene amongst a lot of other things with how people are nowadays. That's fair, man. That's fair. It's like I don't really keep up too much with modern gaming myself. Oh. Bless you, Jen. Like, I much prefer older games. You know, apart from, like, the odd 1 or 2 new games. I think it was much further around the corner here. Let's see what average says. Because indie is mostly about passion. Yeah, that's true. When somebody wants to make the best game he can, make it the best game he can, he ain't gonna scam people. Yeah, or at least you wouldn't think that. It depends, you know, there are some devs that deliberately set out to develop like games like NFT games or whatever. No, it's kind of crazy. Average says, that's why the sad thing is crappy stuff tends to drag on for way too long. And the fun stuff, So looking at someone's life from their POV, you practically always find that there's more bad than good. Truly the biggest curse of the human mind. I don't know, like, for instance, here's an example for you. A lot of people told me, like, oh, time will just pass really fast after having a kid, right? And it seems to be a common thing where they say, oh, time just flies when you've got a kid. But the thing is, the way that I've experienced it, because I'm obviously a stay-at-home dad, because I'm able to look after my kid, like, practically every single day, and I'm able to be there, like, basically almost 100% of the time, apart from when I need to, you know, go and get something from, say, like, the kitchen or whatever. Apart from that, time goes pretty slow for me, but it's not a bad thing. I'm actively enjoying my kid growing up. You know, so it's really nice for me to experience it at that speed and still be able to enjoy it.
If you
know.
jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle. I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's star first. This is probably going to take a while. Star... circle? No. Star... moon? No. This is going to take a while. Star... moon... no. Maybe it's the square then? Star... square... circle? No. Star, square... I'll answer chat in a moment as well. I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just trying to get this done. Moon... oh, okay, moon... circle, moon? No. Okay, so... star, square, moon, moon, circle. Star... square... is it that moon? Moon... moon... circle.
Nice job, Spyro. You're pretty smart for a dragon.
Ta-da! There we go. I'm glad those were checkpointed so we didn't have to go all the way back. There's another orb. Right, let's see what chat says. I don't even have social media because I'm just not interested in engaging with people who are involved nowadays. The only social media I have is literally Twitter, but even that, like my own personal Twitter I've not used in ages. And the only one I actually do have now is for Immersion Tale, which I haven't posted on in a while because I need to update it. But like, apart from that, I've come off all of social media outside of, say, like, maybe YouTube. You know. Because, like, I try it out for a little bit, and then I don't like it, and then I'm like, nah. You know. And then I just come off it, so... social media just tends to be, like, either an echo chamber, or just incredibly depressing. You know. It's almost on the same level as reading the news. You know, because I've mentioned before, like, reading the news is pretty much basically akin to doom scrolling. There is no hope in the news at all. It's always, like, depressing or whatever, so there's no point, like, reading it or keeping up with it. Just gonna check around here. Let's see. Average says, I mean, I can't verify that until I have a kid after all. Yeah, it's like, for instance, some parents will be like, oh, time went by so fast. You know. But, like, for me, I can chill with my daughter for, like, an entire day, and it feels like it goes on sometimes forever. Like, not every time, I'll admit. But, for the most part, it's great. Because I just get to chill and enjoy being a parent, you know. Whereas you hear so many people say, like, oh, time just vanishes. You know, before you know it, they're grown up. And I'm like, nah, I'm not experiencing that. You know, I'm super happy that I'm not experiencing that, because it means I'm enjoying every moment to its fullest. You know. Well, I suppose, obviously, because I'm stay-at-home dad, I suppose that's the difference, is that with certain families, if you have, say, like, for instance, the parents both work, I imagine that would be a lot worse for the parents in terms of, like, time flying, because they're not actively there for the kid. They probably end up having the kid be dropped off at either a family member's, or they get taken to, like, nursery or playgroup or whatever, or, you know, something else like that. and they don't get to see them much, which is why they come home after like an 8-hour work day, and they're just like, dude, I don't get to see my kid much, I just work. You know, I can imagine in that situation, it's going to be really crappy for them, because it will feel like time just passes. You know, because if they're at work and work's like really engaging for them, well, of course, then all the brain is focusing on is that. So by the time they know what's going on, immediately it's home time again, and they're just like, oh, hey, I see the kid for like 2 hours, and then they go to bed. You know, that's what it probably feels like. Already been there and got that. Just trying to see if I can... No, there's got to be some other way to do that. I don't know whether I can get into that other portal now or not. Let's find out. I think an important thing with the passage of time is that, honestly, the more you dwell on the future and the past, the less you get out of the present. I suppose, yeah, when you think about it, if you dwell too much on the past or the future, you tend to like not live in the moment, and then you just end up missing out. Oh. I have a feeling I need to find moneybags here, but I couldn't find him before, and now I feel like this is gated off.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have...
Oh, okay. No, it's not gated off, so now I can actually do Crush. We'll do Crush, and then we'll call it eventually, but...
To the castle dungeon, Spyro? I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see, last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
There, that's the last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How about 22475? That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Opens it, and the next boat Ripto comes through.
Get off me, you useless buffoons! Why can't either of you? Where are we?
Dun dun dun.
No dragons? Wonderful.
I love the way Ripto just like...
Go back and pack my bag. We're moving
He can just figure out whether there's dragons in the world just by sniffing one of the denizens of it.
To your new king.
It's like, I'll take a good whiff of the professor here. Oh no, no dragons, we're good.
Hurry!
Oh my, I can't see the switch. I think I've broken my glasses.
Crush! Go through the portal, you idiot!
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
Now! Go! Crush! Get the orbs now! Now! You despicable little creature! I'll kill you!
This is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Yes, I think so. We'll need a world that has an alignment much better suited to intercepting one
See what
of
Charles
these
says.
creatures.
Hey Raphael,
How about
it's Spyro, I like that. How's it going? Ah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Just chilling. Been playing it for a little while. I've already 100%ed this before on console, like the entire trilogy. I just wanted to do it again on PC, so this playthrough's been going on for quite a while. I'm trying to remember how the heck we beat Crush here. I know he gets power-ups from these pads. I think, yeah, there we go. We have to intercept him. And then The roof falls on it. Okay, okay, so we got this. Oh, apart from that though. I'm like, we got this, and then I get hit. Oh. I don't remember that, but I mean, it's been a while, so can't expect me to remember everything about the game. Especially when it's been months and I've been focusing on other stuff. No, he's gonna get to his point! Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Only 2 more hits left? Oh, he's going for the yellow one again. One more hit. Oh. There we go, we got him.
Able to defeat that simpleton, but golf will be more than a match for you.
Bring it on, Shorty.
Golf, come here now. Destroy him and make sure it's painful.
I love the way Gulp's like, are you sure you want to do that? The roof's falling in? Well, yeah, okay, let's get out of here. The guidebook. It's now open for, I think, Winter Tundra? Or is it? No. I'm trying to remember. Summer Forest, Autumn Plains, and Winter Tundra, I believe. Oh, the hub worlds. Crush has been defeated. Yeah, I'm pressing all the buttons to skip that. Here we go. I think the next bit is where we get climbing from Moneybags.
If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. If Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind. In fact, I'd give him a lot more than that. I was a champion bantamweight boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that, and that. Why
Falls down at least one section of Autumn Plains, I think it is. Bless you, Gem. The adventure continues. That's at least one then. Nah, Moneybags managed to survive. There's always that joke as well about Moneybags basically being the games industry or EA because of the fact that he just sells you all of your abilities. It's like, you want to do anything, you've got to buy it from Moneybags. Oh. Moneybags was getting people to pay for things in game before anybody else realized that you'd have to be doing it at some point with real life money instead of gems. The Autumn Plains looks absolutely fantastic. I remember, like, when I first played this version of the game, just, like, oogling the graphics for so long because the details in it and how seemingly faithful it keeps to the original sort of artwork, but just brings everything out with, like, the 3D details. It's so nice.
Legend has it that there is a portal to Zephyr here. And legend also has it that I know how to activate it. Furthermore, as I recall, the legend mentioned something about me activating it for a small fee.
400, okay.
Gems, Spyro. With all this cash, I can open a lizard burger shop in Skilos Badlands.
Okay, so there's Zephyr open. Now we gotta go the other side so we can get the climbing ability. And I'll check chat as well. There's Breezy Harbor. I'm just setting up for the rest of this hub area. There we go. There's the climbing ability. There's Summer Forest that we can go back to. Let's see. Bruh's not alive.
Rich dragon like you wouldn't mind cashing in a few gems to learn how to climb? I'd be willing to teach you for, say, oh, I don't know, a small fee.
500? Okay.
You won't regret it. Okay. When you see a wall surface that looks climbable, like the one to my left here, just jump onto it and you will grab it with your claws. Use the left stick to move up and down. Press the jump button again to leap off. You can also jump sideways onto another climbable area.
Cheers, Moneybags. Thanks for that. I could have used that in previous points, but it's fine. There we go. So now we can climb, so we can get all of these gems in these locations. Or in some of the other previous locations we've been to. Which we'll need to go to at some point. So we're just kind of chilling out, grabbing all the stuff that we can here, and then away we go. Love the lighting in this. It's so good. And then...
Oh, Spyro, hello. I'm having trouble with this door, but I think some orb power might unstick it. Ah, I see you've collected a good number of orbs there.
Okay, so that opens that. The funniest thing for this game is the speed run of it on PS1. Like, I think it was Rix was the guy that basically broke this entire game. The speed run for it is so insane. There's just so many things that are broken in it.
Let you into the little castle over there in exchange for a few gems.
400 for that? Okay.
That portal in years. I never thought I'd find a sucker. I mean, you're a shrewd customer, Spyro.
There you go, that's that open for later on, which is Sandy Oasis? Oh, Shady Oasis, sorry. We're opening up so much here. And then that's obviously the boss portal. So we just gotta come back now. Oh, yo, Dave, what is important in a horror game for you? Atmosphere. Like, if the atmosphere isn't just right, then it can screw everything up. Like, to get the atmosphere going, it's a mixture of, like, sound design, level design, and just visuals, or rather the lack of visuals. Because I find that, like, with horror and stuff, most of it is better when it's left to the imagination, so you want it to be kind of dark, but not too dark. You know. It's a strange blend of a few things, but yeah, atmosphere tends to be the most important part. If the atmosphere doesn't scream horror, then it's like, yeah, it's just gonna fall flat. Running around the top here, trying to get any more gems. Any more gems? Oh, the way they allow me to run around to here, but then it's just like, yeah, nah, there's no real point to doing that. I think we end up... Oh, we can get on the roof at some point. Oh, no, wait. So there is a point to this. Which is that you can glide over to there. But then you can't really get up there easily. That's... What? I don't even... Hang on, can we... If I quit out for a moment, what's going to happen is it'll save it there, and then I can go back in without dying. I'm technically cheating there, but... Because that'll spawn me at the beginning of Autumn Plains again. Yep. Okay, so... And it'll spawn me with the lack of gems because of me spending it all to you know, open everything. Yeah, I didn't know how to get back without taking a big L there, so I was just like, nah, I'll just not. There's effort, so yeah, we're gonna have to go through all these areas.
Well done, Spyro. The power from your orbs has activated the whirlwind.
Wait, what? Oh, now we can go up here as well. Oh, for the Speedway level, okay. What about liminal horror? Let's see. Wait, more specific. A walking simulator is okay. What about liminal horror? I don't know, like... For me personally, I think something that is engaging for me and gets me afraid of stuff, like I'm messing up here, I'm gonna have to quit out of that. Something that gets me really freaked out about horror is just obviously having some threat there, but not being able to exactly know where it is at all times. You know, so basically being chased by something. And then, of course, being pressured into doing things where you come in contact with said thing that's chasing you, but not all the time. I think the best way of describing it would be like... You know, if you're familiar with, like, the Aliens franchise? If you're familiar with, like, the Aliens franchise, the first film... They make a good point of saying, like, look, we didn't show the alien too much, because otherwise it would ruin the, you know, the tension or the scare. And then in Aliens, they totally changed that up. But it's kind of true, like, if you see too much of the horror, it's not going to work. You know. Look, dude, I need to know to make a good game. It's annoying when people survey your taste, so... No, it's fine. Liminal horror. I'm not sure I've really heard that phrase before. You know, so it's like, I'm just saying what I personally find freaky. Crystal Glacier. Let's just make sure I've got everything unlocked, which I think I do. Everything's unlocked and I think ready for next time with, oh, excuse me, yawning here, with most if not all of the gems collected from the hub world, I think. Oh no, there's some up top and there's 2 orbs as well, okay. I love the way the portal has that smoke coming out of that. You know when you're feeling when you go into an empty school hallway after hours and no one's there, the dread that comes with that, that's liminal. So, that then would be fear of the unknown and fear of potential that something's there. For that type of thing, yeah, you'd have to work the atmosphere, like, really hard. It's mega hard to do in games because you need to prop up the location to make it feel wrong. Yeah, you need stuff to kind of look a little bit, I suppose you could say, like, out of place or, like you said, wrong in some way, shape, or form. So, like, the easiest way to describe that for, like, obviously in terms of, like, if you're comparing it to a movie or something, would be you normally have, like, say a school setting, and then after hours it's, like, dark, and there's, like, maybe implication that there's something that's gone on. Like, for instance, there might be, like, blood or dirt on the floor or, like, footprints or something like that. It's interesting, but I feel like I feel like there definitely needs to be at least something there, or at least the sound design would have to be good to imply something like that, to really keep you know, your fear going with that. This all boils down to I'm trying to make a backrooms game and I suck at conveying feelings. No, I think it's just the backrooms as well is scary because there's always the chance that there's something there, and then of course everybody's kind of expanded on it where there are actually like monsters or other things chasing you. You know, and it's that whole thing of is there something there, is there not something there? You know, it's... There needs to be some sort of threat is what I'm getting at. Even with like liminal spaces, if there's not some threat or implied threat that somebody can actually physically feel, then it's just an empty space that might be dark or have like spooky writing. Once somebody gets over that hurdle of being like, oh, there's nothing there that's a threat, that immediately sort of like cuts half of the effect away from it. You know, like for instance, I worked in a place that was kind of like that, where it was weird. It was basically like the back rooms. I've mentioned it a couple of times because I'm actually making a horror game myself based off that location. But it was the easiest way to describe it is it was a abandoned office / data center, so it had like servers in it and everything. And there were 4 different sections to it. There was a giant server farm in the back. There were 2 office sections, one that had like an engineering bay underneath it that had diesel engines in it. And then the other one was like a post office style place, or like a mail center. And basically, it's like, when you were going around there at night on night shift for security, the freaky thing was always the worry that there would be somebody there. Especially if, say, like, the lights don't work in a certain area, or it looks like something's been moved, or maybe there's like a window that's been broken. There was always that weird sort of sense of, oh, anybody could come out at any time and jump you. You know, I feel like that's probably... Yeah, I feel like that's what you're going for. Frag 2's Backrooms is good because it doesn't make sense. You don't really have to know what's after you. The places just have weird, and you have no idea why. Yeah, but it's like with this thing that I'm on about, it's like it's a mixture of different things. So it's like the area has to be unfamiliar and has to like be. It has to be different from everything else that everyone's experienced and have a different sort of like variety in terms of like what's going on with the atmosphere. Like I was saying, it might be like the power's off in a different location, or in the Backrooms case, the geometry just has to make no sense, or can make no sense, and you can get away with it. It's subtle. It's a subtle build-up of everything. It's more sort of like, I suppose you could say, environmental storytelling of sorts. You know, it's a mix of like environmental storytelling and then working in the atmospherics and everything, like visually into that. See, the only thing that was different about the one that I'm doing and the one that I'm using as an example is that there was actually an incident before I started working security there, where there were actually people breaking in, like a lot of people breaking in and like smashing glass and stuff. So I was able to actually see that and see the aftermath of it. So there was always that fright of like, oh, this could happen again. And it could happen really easily because I've seen it happen, you know. So I'd be going through like a room and I'd see the aftermath of it, where there'd be like a fire exit, but the fire exit would be barricaded with, say, like a really crappy broom with the top of the broom broken off, and the actual glass in the door would be broken as well. You know, that's the kind of like subtle stuff that makes you go, wait a minute, something's happened here, but I don't know what, and I don't want to find out, you know. Kind of like the fear of fear. Yeah. I'm keeping the level with, obviously, the occasional heart attack level, like Run for Your Life, IDK, How to Make It Special. I feel like maybe looking at like some abstract stuff, you know, like artwork. Like I think it's, what is it, MC Escher? That's the infinite looping staircases. You know, that's my first sort of idea, is like for weird sort of things that make no sense, but they make just a little bit of sense. You know, it's like MC Escher for stuff like that, and then maybe other stuff that's similar. Maybe like really old cartoons that have really abstract landscapes. And like, let's think, some of the Looney Tunes stuff, or trying to think, maybe Marvin the Martian or something. That's an old cartoon, but a lot of like abstract, maybe floating stuff, or I don't know, stuff that just you're familiar with how it should be, but it's not the way it actually is, you know. Yeah, you got to ride the line between it making sense but not making enough sense. You know. Or maybe it makes too much sense in certain instances, like I was saying, like for instance, the whole deal of having an area that's had something happen and you see the aftermath of it, which then gets you questioning, well, is that thing still around? You know, like for instance, if you see a door open, you immediately think, why is the door open? And then if you add other effects or stuff to that, like footprints going through the door, immediately your brain's like, wait a minute, what's going on here, you know? I feel like a lot of that is like setting up questions for people, but maybe not answering them, you know? Like, especially if you don't want to go ahead and program like AI to chase you or whatever. It's always got to be like, you set up a question as to what's happened in a location, or questioning why a location is the way it is, but then you never follow through with the answer. So you're left with more questions. And then you top it off by having like the lighting be either low or strange, or just have like other things generally that you would go off with, like typical horror stuff, like the sound design or whatever. You know, that would add to it. But definitely, like, adding in visual questions in terms of, like, level design, and then just not following through with any answers would definitely help hype that up. Anyway, I'm gonna get going, because it's literally like 12:30, and I've got to be up early tomorrow, so I feel like I've gone through almost an entire sort of like thesis on how to do games design for horror games. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you on the next one. Until then, bye!